Ooh, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's run that back. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for jumping in on a Sunday morning. I can't believe you're here this early and you weren't listening to me talk because I was muted. But now I'm back. And so now you don't have to write that you're muted in the chat. We can recorrect that. But a bunch of people are going to write you're muted. That's going to flood the chat. So great, so great. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. We're going to play a game, all right? I can't see my image. I kept my image on the right side of the screen. I'm going to put one of those cards up, those headband cards. And I'm going to have to hide my image so I can't see it. So I'm going to minimize. I minimized Streamlabs, which I never do. So I'm a little nervous, but I can't see myself right now. We're going to play a fun game. Let me pop out the chat here and see what's happening. Play a game that I play with my kids. I can play with you, which is interesting. We can have some fun today and do something. And maybe we could make a variation of this game going forward for some type of reason. I don't know what we could do with it, but it's interactive. All right. It's awesome. Someone says you're not muted. Oh, I was for a second, though. I was for a second. It's so funny, man. I can't hear you still. Sure you can. Have a good time over there. Well, you're one of the few then. So look, we got this game, right? We got this game Headbands, right? And I don't know what the card is. I don't know what it is. You know what it is. So you know something I don't right now about me, which is interesting, right? So I don't know what's happening. Could you tell me what it is? Can I guess it? Could I guess it? Oh, and I have to actually block this too. Oop, yep. I got lucky. Okay. Can I guess the card? Can someone help me guess the card? What am I? Am I a land animal? What am I? Can you tell me what I am? All right. Something to sit on. Is it a chair? Is it a chair? Am I a chair? Am I a couch? Am I a chair or am I a couch? What is it? Anyway, correct. I did it that fast? Oh my gosh. You guys, man. Oh my God, this is so stupid. All right, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out. If someone said something to sit on, I mean, it was pretty obvious, right? So we talked about this breaking out last night. I've been in the trade for days. I've been watching this flag since I mapped it out right here, right? And I kept telling you this thing is likely going to break to the upside. One of my buddies saw this as a bear flag, and he was pretty correct too. Like, they got the bears pretty good, right? He saw this as a bear flag. And honestly, he wasn't wrong. Like, he was spot on. When you're above the 200 moving average on the 1 hour, I just don't listen to any bearish tones. And the bear flag started to break down. Then it ripped back up. He got out of the trade. He got back in. He's probably in the money now. He told me he took the long. So, bang, to the upside. Anyway, I gave you this long last night. I gave you the long literally since Friday. Like, I've been telling you about this long since we came up into this area and started to channel. And I've been saying this is likely going to break to the upside. And this is your resistance right there at 113,599. And I took some profits there because, look, I mean, it was a clean resistance area. Does it mean we're going to stop here? I don't know. The daily looks pretty good. And I feel like I called the daily bottom. But did I sell? I did. I took all profits on most of my trades. I think on every trade except for this one, this smaller time. And this one, we're turning $90 into $1,000. We're going to do it. And we're about to almost double the account soon at 157. We're not that far away. So this one's up $27 on $21. Imagine I put $21 in the trade. I made $27. Had I put $100,000 in the trade, I would have made over $100,000. I'm up 130% on the trade. All right. I could do this with other money too. I made 80% off of $1,500 earlier today. Right. So look, here's the two trades. And then I had the KKEX trade, which I think got stopped out at I think I had moved the stop loss somewhere up in here, and I must have got stopped last night for $400 because I would have made way more, but it is what it is. I made $411 on the trade, but it must have sold at it sold at 112 even. Anyway, and look, a $2,000 move for it. It was a smaller trade anyway. Sometimes I test certain ideas. Look, this is starting to pump here now. Interesting. Bitcoin may continue. Maybe I sold early. Remember, we got that Palantir trade cooking on BTCC that we opened up at the end of the week last week, too. So let's do our top-down analysis for Bitcoin, but I just have to toot my own horn. I was correct with the pump. If you listen to me for the last 2 days, you were in the money, right? So shout out to anyone in gains right now with the lifer? Anyone in gains with the lifer right now and making gains? Awesome show, by the way. Started watching you since a couple of days ago. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, this show is positive. This show is energetic. And this show is a different type of show because it's like a continuation. Like every day is the day of the next day. It's like it never ends. Because the show never ends, it's like an ongoing show. Like you feel like you're jumping on a train with me and you're not stopping. And you're like, oh my God, I got to get on the train. Like it's almost like this is an entity, not a show. I can't explain it. But it's far different than anything else. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Best show in the space. God bless you, man. You got to be here forever, right? Yeah. And when you miss a show, the show gets to you. You're like, man, what did Sam do? Right? Oh, man. My protege woke up $2,000. He made as much as money as his mentor. My goodness. Making gains, baby. Making gains, dude. I love it. I love it. And you took profits 113. Smart man. Like, you weren't greedy. Good for you. Good for you. You're learning how to trade, brother. Way better than most of the people that I've taught. You're listening to me. I really appreciate it. A lot of people, he didn't go buy 1,000 other indicators. He didn't watch 100 other YouTubers. Where was he yesterday? He was at class again for like the second or third time. Guy took class 3 times in the last year. That's somebody that wants to get paid. That's somebody that sees someone worth millions and says, hey, that guy's worth millions of dollars. He's a self-made billionaire. Maybe I'd like to find out how he did it. Maybe I replicate what he does. I might actually make some M's with him. You know what I mean? Simple. Find someone that's rich and do what they're doing. Replicate the style. So we talked about Zcash at 250. It's at 326. We gave you the trade. We told you it was the most likely candidate for a move to the upside. We told you it was likely going to break out. It's Bitcoin, private Bitcoin. Like we told you it was a fork of Bitcoin. We went over it in depth. We said it was the most likely trade to play out. I said I wouldn't really touch anything else. Already in the gains on the trade. Look, the 21-day moving average touching inside the pattern. We do the same thing every single time at 10x leverage. That's a 300% gain. Looks like we're in a good spot to start rotating into altcoins. Yeah, it's possibly. Sammy always dressed to the nines, looking good on a fine Sunday morning. God bless you. Look, and I always have pants on. I got beautiful khaki pants on. I don't play around. So another 30% gain there on Zcash. And that was just look at the setup. It was a higher low, cup and handle. And it was the lower stochastic. Everything was beautifully set up there for Zcash. And we didn't put out a lot of trades, honestly. And we're going to take a look at Giggle and see what Giggle did as well. But man, Zcash, baby, Zcash. And I believe I put Zcash out to the bigger area. Like I put it out to the regular area. Usually there's like altcoins. But if you can see, I put Zcash out to everybody here at 11:34 2 days ago, and I gave you the exact trade. Gave you exactly where to put the stop loss, exactly where we're going. That trade's up 30% so far. So there you have it. So I gave you Bitcoin calls all weekend. They all played out. No stop loss got hit either. I gave you the stop loss. See, different. A lot of people make calls. They don't give a stop loss. They tell you where prices go, and then they say they were right. I tell you exactly where to get in, where the stop loss is, and I show you how the stop loss doesn't get hit, and we actually make money. So I show you how to do it with proper risk management. One of the few people online that actually show a stop loss. Seriously, how many traders actually put a stop loss out and show they don't want to show their stop loss? Because if they show their stop loss and price goes down a little bit, they'll get taken out. If they don't show the stop loss and price goes up and down, they can be down, never show you that they're down thousands. And then when they come back up, they can be like, oh, look, I made gains. Look at my gains. Anyway, I don't care what other people do, but I know the methods of the madness, right? And I use a stop loss because I prove to you I actually believe in what I'm doing. And if I believe that I'm in a perfect area, then I won't get stopped out. If I can make perfect entries, I won't get stopped. You see what I'm saying? And not chasing green candles is hard. People want to chase Zcash right now and just toss money in there. There's a chance you could do that. Daily's a little far away for the 21 now. It may come down for a retest. I don't know. It does look good on the stochastics, though. And that's probably a beginning of a bigger move. For sure. I would watch the 15-minute for a bit of a flag. It looks like the 15-minute could make a rising wedge here. And that just might break out parabolically. And any moment alt season could begin. That's what I know it's crazy, but any moment alt season could begin. One thing I'm stressing, I'm concerned about, though, isn't there going to be a CME gap now after this pump? I don't really want to pump on Sunday mornings. All right. I'm going to join the group because you live trade for free and made me 10x more than the price of the group. That's what I do, man. Look, I'm going to join the group because you live trade for free and made me 10x more than the price of the group. That's what everyone tells me. I say, I want to make you money on the stream for free, and then I want you to come join the group so you can help others. Like, the whole point of this isn't your normal trading group. Everyone else comes out, they live stream till they have 10,000 subscribers. Go watch them. 15,000. And then they turn on a paywall and start asking you for money. I don't do that, man. I teach you how to trade for free every single day. I give you guys the money. I give it to you. I give you how to do it every single day. I show you how to make gains constantly. Every single day. And the point is, you're supposed to get paid. You're supposed to get the knowledge, and then you're supposed to join the group with some of the money you made to give back. That's the point. So you can feel good. Giving back makes you feel as good as I do when I give back, right? So I give you that ability to give back. Swee, baby, Swee. Yes. Swee on a bit of a run there, 238 all the way back to 263. Can we get Swee back in good graces, though? Let's take a look at that. Swee play did not play out. They got him. For me, Swee would have to get back inside the pattern here, though. I guess I could do this. I could say it's hanging on this trend line, technically, but it's not. It's a little sketchy. It's a little sketch, I'll be honest. Like, it would have to hopefully even make something more like this. Like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Is that her little face? Yeah. Is that little face? Hi. 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 Yeah, they did it when someone said something you said, and I said chair. It was done in 1 second. It literally 1 second, I guessed it. Give me another one. My wife will give me another one. We'll do another one. All right, we'll do another headband. All right, it's fun, right? You gotta have fun, man. You can't be a lame-o, man. You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. Bitcoin doing damage to the upside. I'm regretting my sell already. Ripping. Yeah, you just. Oh, yeah, you could just show it to them, and I don't even have to have it on my head. But it's funny. It's funny to have it on the head, right? Yeah. I can't see it. Is it upside down? No. All right. All right, here's another one, everybody. Let's see if we can figure this one out. Show me the sauce. This is how connected me and the lifers are. So Bitcoin's continuing to pump. It went through resistance right here. This is where I took profit because it was at a previous resistance. I felt like I should. But I also felt like I had made it. I don't know if you remember, brother, but that was at the beginning of August. That's exactly what I did. I watched your stream, made some money, wanted to give right back because I needed to. I love you, man. Good morning. Got my new computer plugged in. We're long and making money this time. God bless you, Crypto Face. I love you, man. Don't worry, man. You're the boss, man. Nobody trades with size like you, so you're going to take a hit. You know what I mean? I lose $5,000. You lose $100,000. It is what it is, bro. You're a boss. I love you, man. Thank you for everything. Thank you for actually, you know what? You could have been like, I'm a cool, big YouTuber. You're the outside YouTuber new guy. I don't need to talk to you. But you didn't do that to me, man. You were super nice to me from day one. Like, you were like a brother to me. And so God bless you, bro. You know? I still want to get you to Florida. I think I could teach you how to relax, man. I think I need to teach you how, like, I feel like I could help you in so many ways. I feel like you could help me in so many ways. I think we already have, right? Just want to get you relaxed, man. I guess you know how to relax. You go to Vegas, you chill. But I think I could show you the way, you know what I mean? We'll be ice bathing together. We'll be really getting it in, you know, with our pants on, okay? Don't get any ideas, everybody, all right? Thank you for being you, Sam. Massive gain since 2016. God is great. God bless you, man. Crypto Face, Sam Price collab. Yeah, we've done it a few times. I'm going to do the 3-day water fast. Do it, man. Do it. Don't talk about it. Let's get it done. Call me before. I'll talk you through it. I'll get you going. I'll hype you up. Sunday night's a great day to do it because you're like, all right, I'm going to start my week. Monday's just a great day to go, right? All right, everybody, what is the card that I have on my hand? What is the card as Bitcoin continues to pump? What's the card I have on my hand here? I mean, on my head. I have my hand. What card do I have on my hand? Let me guess this thing. I got nobody gave me any clues yet. No lie, both of you, Lifer and Face, are two men who have influenced my trading strategy the most. You with the model and Face with Market Cipher B. Market Cipher B and they go together very, very well. Someone wrote your card. It moves fast. A plane? Is it a plane? Shout out to Hypers tonight. Cross country trip in style. Yeah. It's long and strong, baby. LA to Chicago. It's a train. It's a train. Why you guys give me the easy one? Why do you have to give me so easy ones, man? It's a train, man. It's a train. There you go. I'm a train, baby. I am a train. I'm a locomotion, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Bi-coastal, built. Yeah, exactly. They complement each other very well. So let's take a look here. Bitcoin continuing to pump to the upside. And I'm going to keep this little mini one open so we can get to the profit there at 114,000. You know, BOOKMAP suggested 117 should be cleared, though. Now they've moved it up to, 180. So look, these people are funny, man. Whoever was in the short thought they could move their stop loss from 117.5 to 117.8. Like, there's shook ones now. They're like, so like price went up a little bit. They raised their stop up above another area. They're like, I'll be safe here. This is the fib. This is the 618 fib. They won't hit this. I love it, man. I love people that know how to trade the 200 moving average. I eat their money all day long. It's so funny. Send me the money, baby. Show me the gains. So I just took profits after being in trades all weekend for 2 racks. I'm not saying I'm a big shot, but hey, $2,000 on a Sunday, I'll take it every step of the day. This is a resistance area. Let's break it down. Let's do my top-down analysis. I'm hiding from my hard work. My hard work is the top-down. I'm playing around right now. I got to get to work. Sometimes I avoid the hard work because I want to play with y'all, but I got to get to work now. I got to go do my due diligence. This isn't easy what I do right here. I go into a very, I channel right now. I'm into channel. Okay, Sam Price, about to break it down. Here we go. So here we go. Bitcoin on the monthly chart. Now, everyone was bearish. I told you not to be bearish if the monthly did not close above 108,300. I told you to chill. I told you, let's have an open mind and keep this thing. He said, moved it. So you're yo, best line in the game. Juan Ruiz, 680. I love you, bro. That dude slandered me horribly. Whatever. I can't even get into it, but what a horrible person that dude is. God bless you, man. I will never mention anyone else, though, except for in good light. Only mention people in good light on this channel. You know, my grandfather never, you know, my aunt said your grandfather never spoke ill about anybody. He said if he didn't like somebody, you never knew about it. He only, you know, he didn't speak, you know, he never spoke negatively about anybody, man. That's a very good quality to have. One that I've made many mistakes in my past. I'd like to keep it classy like my grandfather. All right. I've always been a bit of a class clown, loudmouth. I've said whatever I wanted to say many times. I don't give a dang. And it's got me in trouble. For sure. My mouth has got me in trouble a few times. And I've learned my lessons. And so now, keep my mouth shut, man. You know what I mean? Even if I feel wronged or I have to justify something, my mind says, you know, that's time you could spend on someone who loves you, not on a hater. So look, we have this beautiful level here at 180,300. As long as Bitcoin stays above it, I'm bullish. And we're getting closer and closer to a possibility of even taking out this high, which is a resistance for BTC at 114,000. So can we get above the monthly resistance and then go for the highest monthly resistance, which is 115.8? We close above like 116,000, 116 or 159. And that's the highest close in the history of Bitcoin in the month. You see? So just one thing to think about there. All right. Indecision doji for sure, which at the top of a rally is usually bearish. I will tell you, like, that's not my favorite looking candle tonight. And it looked like it's going to close like this in a few days from now on Halloween, right? But hey, we may end up closing this big and green, and we could close up at 118,000, 117, and it will be the biggest candle close in the history of Bitcoin. It'll be historic. So we're very close to history. And I don't think people realize how close we are to history. I didn't even realize how close we were to history until I really started looking at it the last few days. And I said, oh my God, that's insane, Sam. I said, wow, pay attention. Well, I was like, this is amazing, right? Be loud and proud. Squeaky wheel gets the oil, yeah. It's got 5 days left, though, Sam. Rate cuts in 2 days. I know, man. There's so much coming our way, right? We get those rate cuts. Imagine what could happen. So, look, this is a bit of a flag here, too. And it was just a fake out. They trapped the Bulls. They got it back inside. They trapped the Bears. They got it back inside. Now they're ready to rip it. And this is the double bottom on the weekly that I keep mentioning. And, you know, I said, imagine the liquidation that's going to come for those Bears. I'll tell you what, man, there's a reason. Look, if we go through here, all my posts recently, on our way to 40,000 subs, everyone, please keep following me on Twitter. Run the Twitter game up. We work very hard. We meet people all around the world. We're pushing it. We're in the jacuzzi. We're at the pool. We're doing it all. All right? Well, look, my biggest post in the last, year or 6 months, really, was this giant double bottom for Bitcoin. If I go to the original post, the retweet got 9,000 views. The original post had 54,200 views. Unbelievable, right? Look, I think 1,000. This guy's funny, man. Win, right? I have no problem with James. Me and James are cool. I was on the right side of the trade. He claimed to be on the right. But we nailed it. Emergency space. We stream it right here, James. Just come on to the live. I just go into their space right now and just be like, guys, come on to the live stream. Jump on into the hottest show in cryptocurrency. We got you right now. Every single day. We never stop, right? Trump mediates Guadalupe peace. Trump is just the world mediator, man. No war. Trump doesn't want war, man. One of the first presidents I've ever seen that's not a warmonger. Insane. So the weekly, a beautiful double bottom here. And can you get this move further to the upside? That's what we're looking for here, all the way up to about, 142, 140K. That would be the target of the double bottom. And so far, things are going exactly as planned. 113,600 Bitcoin. Continuing to do damage. Standing in a flag. Looks like it may be flagging out here on the 15-minute time frame for Mo. Give me some more. Busta Rhymes, give me some more. Right? Wish I could play commercial tracks here on the show. I bet, give me some more. Like we start the pump, I bet, give me some more. Hype right now. So hype. So the weekly looking awesome. We called out this double bottom. I talked about it. You could just get in here with a stop below there. You would be in the money on that weekly call. It's insanity. I always wonder, do I have another trade open somewhere? I'm like, I got so many exchanges. I'm like, there's got to be another trade somewhere. Somehow, some way. Trading is all about emotion, whether it's the car market or crypto. Oh, trading in general, just trading anything. Yeah, you just got to keep your wits about you at all times. 100%. Real estate, it's about holding out and being patient. Like everything you learn in trading, you can use later on in life. 100%. In the rest of what you do, right? That's why trading is awesome. You think it's a fake Sunday pump? Usually is. But we're going to break it down because we're going to know by the space of the 21. If the 21's close to price action, it's not a fake pump. It's sustainable. If the 21's really far away and you get a massive lit move, then it's an unsustainable pump. All right. Well, look at this. The 7-day has a bullish engulfing candle. That's very amazing. That's awesome. All right. The weekly doesn't, but the 7-day does. Isn't that funny? 7-day, but not the weekly. It's so interesting, right? The 3-day chart showing signs of, but again, remember this, everybody. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Be concerned for what you don't, you could be a bull. You don't want that to happen. Always see what you don't want to see. Very important that you're paying attention to what could not be, right? Made 2,000 with the Bitcoin USD pump. Thank you. Yeah, shout out. Who made money watching my stream? Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in the show. I just wanted to get into another account here. I had to flip out one of my 2 factors. So sorry. Feel rude. But it is what it is. You're live trading. I got to do maintenance here. I got to see. I'm like wondering if there's a trade. I don't think there is, but I'm like, is there just a... Did I leave another one open somewhere? Got to start leaving that daily trade just open for weeks at a time, right? Show me a live trade. I'll just be like, yeesh, yeesh. No, yeah, the last one was a cover. Weeks boom to the upside too, man. I gave these trades. Look, I gave this trade on weeks. If you remember, I drew it on weeks. It's like it was the weeks, when I gave the trade. And I was talking about the 1 hour moving all the way up to 119,000. That's the target. That's the target. Anyway, so the 3-day looks beautiful. It's another bullish candle. We just got to make sure we don't make that right shoulder. We have to be open-minded for what we don't want to see, right? We just got to be, or for whatever could happen, because we might be able to make a great short. We just got to stay open-minded. That's all. That's all. That is all. That is a tall task. So now we are here on the daily. And remember, I showed how this was an inverted head and shoulder on the daily. I don't think anybody believed me. I showed how this was a cup and handle. Talked about it breaking out. I showed how this is 3 white soldiers. The next candle should break to the upside. That's just what happens. It's a known candlestick pattern. And now we're booming. And you can see the next real resistance for the daily is 115,800. Like, you're in a gap right now in the VRVP. And the next high volume node is above 115K. I just felt like a pump on a Sunday was unsustainable. And I felt like I was being greedy by staying in that trade, So I took out the 4 and the 14. I made it was about 1,800. All right. But look at that. That looks interesting. 113,006. So look, the weekly did break out. And if we slap on the moving averages, I told you not to short when you're above a 200 moving average. When you're above this yellow line, you do not want to short. The second you get above it, you want to open up a long with a stop loss play. And I talked about that. I did it. I showed you the trade. I said, you get in right here with a stop below the low, and you go for it. I even showed my student. Remember, my protege was sitting here. I said, listen, I'm taking the daily call. He was trading the smaller time frame. I said, I'm trading the daily, man. That daily's going to rip. Wow, that flag's breaking out now, just like he said it was, my man, to the upside. I want to get into these smaller time frames. Wow, look at the call booming. That thing's still going. It's about to hit 114,000 to the upside. Unbelievable. And look at that daily candle starting to rip. Dear Lord, thank you for the wins in which I did receive. And we're hitting the 200 moving average on the 12-hour and the 22. Usually is a resistance point. The 8-hour right at the 200 moving average, away from the 21. At a resistance point. See, like we're right there at a previous... That, to me, this would be a proper place to take some profit. It just makes sense, right? But again, we got above the high volume node, and this says you could go all the way to 100... Look, 121,000 is the next big glob of liquidity. It's the next big glob. What is it? Hold on. There's the brush. The next big glob right there. Look at that. Boom. 121.8 is the next level. You get above here, you probably retest to the 21. And then you hit that for the move back to the upside. That's a bigger cup and handle, you see? Bang. Things start to make sense. 113.9. Shout out to everyone that traded with the lifer. I taught you how to find gains on the weekend. I didn't take the days off. I was with my family yesterday all day. I still did my daddy deeds. We did the Halloween trick-or-treating, which they do. Oh, man, it's crazy. One of the gated communities near me, what they do is they shut down the whole community, basically. They open it up to golf carts, and everyone in the entire town and the other towns comes with their golf cart, and they all drive around and trick-or-treat from house to house on their golf carts. Your kids jump off the cart, they jump back on. Then there's huge parties at all the mansions there, 10,000 square foot homes. A very nice family invited us over there. It was nuts. I'd never seen anything like it. Gated community life in Florida is like, and I was like, oh, so this is how the rich have been living. While I was middle class running around egging kids, they've been driving around in their gated communities on golf carts. And it's like everyone has a blast. They all like, the people that booze are giving away booze. Like you can go, but they're basically one guy, people have bars, kegs out, come on in. They'll just pour you beer. Like it's just complete camaraderie between the whole neighborhood too. It was like nothing I'd ever seen. It was amazing. I saw it last year, but I was late and I didn't really understand. Someone let me lend a cart. This year I bought my own golf cart. I showed up, came in the gates, ready to go. It was insane. Like, it was one of the craziest things I've ever experienced. As a kid, I'm like, my kids are going to be so spoiled after all this. I don't know how I could compare to, like, my life was insane, right? Can you believe that? They trick-or-treat with golf carts around the neighborhood? Have you ever heard of this stuff? You guys probably have. I've never heard of it. I'm from the Northeast. I've never heard of anything like this. Insane. Shout out to everybody here. Have you ever heard of this? And I want to make sure, I can't see the chat. Where is the chat? Oh, here's the chat. I have like chats open from yesterday, the day before. Look, I have the chat open from yesterday, and I have the chat open from like last night. So I'm like, which chat am I using? Yeah, I'm working class, lower middle class. Grew up working. I grew up in the trenches like you, Sammy. South Florida Halloweens are fun. Good times, man. You guys do it right out here, man. It's insane. They handing out $100 bills to the kids. Yeah, just my daughter came home with $500. Like, Dad, just, everyone handed me a $100 bill. I was like, really? The heck is going on here? So it's a good resistance point for BTC. I mean, look, we wrote it up. We called that bottom yet again, 1065, and we wrote it up. We watched people get liquidated who didn't know how to trade. We showed you how to maneuver some of the hardest times in cryptocurrency. I call this pump, man. It's a solid pump. Right? Listen, 121 close incoming, and we take it gold card. You're funny. He said egging dudes. So the broke people walking around. I don't know, man. No, honestly, there's no broke people. Everyone's loaded in these places. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm like the brokest kid there. Like, they're all worth 50 M's and more. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Bitcoin getting all the USDT while alts getting love. Alts ain't getting love. Some alts are getting the love. Zcash still prinking. Thanks for the TA. You rock. God bless you, man. King size Snickers. I know, right? I wrote this. I was watching Seinfeld when I was 12 years old, and I came up with a Seinfeld skit that I thought he could use. Because, he always makes the statement, then he makes the second statement, and then he covers it with the clean, full, cover, right? And he goes, So I looked at his pattern and his cadence, and I was like, what's up with Halloween these days? So this is my skit, all right? You guys probably don't think it's funny, but I'll try it out on you guys. So what's with Halloween these days, They got these new sizes, right? When I was a kid, they just had a size. But now they got fun size. What's up with fun size? I went in, I grabbed the fun size candy bar. It wasn't bigger. It wasn't any better. It wasn't fun. It wasn't more fun than the bigger candy bar. Why are they calling it fun size? So bad, right? I got to work on my timing. Fun size. It's not bigger. It's not better. It's not any fun. It's not any more fun. It's the worst joke ever. I'm sorry. It's horrible, actually. When I hear it back, it's like absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, so look, the 4 hours coming to the 200 moving average. It's a place where price gets sunned. Many, many times you're pumping and you'll hit the 4 hour like this and you'll get rejected. You'll attempt to get over it again. Look at this rejection by the 4 hour 200. If you get above it, we're going to look for some type of flag on the 15 or the 1 hour to propel us further to the upside. It's a very simple game. So that's why I took some profits where I did at 113.8 or 113.5, right? I was a little early and we got the pump. But we're at a resistance point. Clear as day, it's a resistance. There's a high volume node there and we're at the 200 moving average. All right. And this is my line. It looks like a moving average. It's not. The 21's also far away from price action, and we got the pump. We got the pump. The rising wedge basically broke to the, it was a rising wedge, really, that broke to the upside on the 4 hour. That's parabolic. Happy Sunday, Sam and the Lifers. Hope everyone's been having a great weekend. Great time to touch grass, reset the mind, and spend time with the loved ones. Let's finish the month strong, Lifers. I love you, man. Yeah, don't get liquidated the last 5 months. If you've had a great month, shut it down. Make sure you can check the month off green. 8 billion cut in benefits. Will this affect markets? No, those people don't buy anything anyway. Yeah. Sorry, but yeah, they don't. They're not big on investing, those people. Yeah, they're savers, no coiners. Not to be rude, this is just the facts. Okay? I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, I'm being honest. Look, this is a beautiful ascending triangle on the 1 hour. I got to trade that. Ascending triangles are 50-50, but when you come up into them, oh my God, they're going to pump. And they're going to pump the base. On the weekend, they're going to pump just the base of the triangle. on a beautiful Tuesday or Thursday, like a Wednesday, I mean, they might just run it up. The bigger target is 116.6, but we hit where we were supposed. We got where we were supposed to get. I wanted 114. I wanted to sell somewhere between 113.5 and 114, and we got them. All right, they can't invest or don't have the knowledge, Sam. Exactly. This took me years to break into the investing world. I started putting my money instead of realizing I was going to make money as someone who worked for the rest of my life. I realized I would never make as much money as the rich on, I'd walk by the Upper East Side, 84th Street. I saw the $15 million brownstones. I'd say, man, these people are not working like me every day to afford a $15 million brownstone. I saw so many people with so much money. Look, we got above the smooth moving average, and I told you how important that was. I spent a good amount of time on the smooth moving average this week. Look how when we got above it last time, we were gone, baby. If you can touch the 21 above the smooth, oh my God, the odds are very high. And so that's another reason I added the smooth, and I wanted you to understand the smooth just gives you that extra insurance policy. So it's likely we come back down to this 21. If you chase this pump, you're likely going to lose. The people that got paid are the people that were already waiting for this and got paid. Look, there's even a divergence in the volume. The volume spikes down while price kind of spikes up. And you have price rising while volume's going down. It's not the best sign. That could be somewhat of a bearish sign. So here, I would watch the 15-minute time frame, and I would flag it out. If we're more bullish, the 15 minutes going to maintain a flag of some type, and it's going to attempt to continue to pump into tonight. The target takes it somewhere above $116,000. If we're bearish, this will make a shoulder, a head, and likely a right shoulder, and we'll come crashing right back down to these two key areas. I'm out, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to take my family to brunch and have a beautiful morning. But here's the deal. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. And look, because I was disciplined, I wake up $2,000. And again, that's not going to make or break me, but it's going to definitely add to the till, and it's going to add to my mental stability, right? Every time I win a trade, it makes me feel good about my trading style. It makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel good about the way I'm doing things. Good results create good rewards. Good rewards create gratitude. Gratitude creates abundance. So through what happens to me, I say thank you. Through all my thank yous, I find abundance. All right? U.S. market futures are up, and likewise with Asian futures. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go. Remember, I got that Palantir trade. That's going to open up tomorrow when the market's open. It's interesting. I haven't traded the market in a long time, so that's like, besides my Mara call. How's Mara doing? Let's take a look at Mara. And then I'm going to look at your super chats, and then I'm going to jump on out of here. Let's take a look at Mara Holdings of the NASDAQ. It went to the high of 23, came back to 19. I'm looking for it to go sideways in here and break out. I'd like to get out at 39, maybe even sell at 30. I mean, I got the 30 twice, and I got into 8. I 4X this thing, basically, a little under 4X a few times, and I didn't take the money. I had to come all the way back down to 10, basically right back to my buy again. So, come on, Mara. I got into Mara here in like one of this little cup and handle here. Right when it started to break out, somewhere at $8. Then it made the flag. Look at my strategies, though. It's crazy. This is why, swing trading is the best. Look at my strategy on Bitcoin. It plays out on everything. But look, there's the flag above the 200 with the 21 touching. Why trade anything else? The sad thing is, if I get too big, everyone's going to want to trade my system because it's amazing. And then if everyone trades my system, what then? So I can never get too big, right? I want to get big, but I don't want to get too big, right? It's weird. I logically thought about it one day, and I'm like, damn, man, I can't become the most famous trader in the world. Because, my sauce is too good. I can't give it to the whole world can't have this. So it's I kind of have to, at one time, I might have to start charging more and shrinking the group down. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Imagine having to pay more. We're one of the most accurate groups in the game. We could demand more for sure. But my wife's always wanted to keep it 99. She said, don't ever hurt the people that need that 99, Sam. So we've been keeping it 99 no matter how many people said, hey, man, it's definitely worth $300 a month or more, in my humble opinion. You get an hour with me every week, which is worth $300 an hour. And you get that right there with the weekly screen share. So look, we're looking for this 15-minute. And someone could say, hey, you're pompous for thinking you're worth $300 an hour. Hey, I'm worth $1,000 an hour, man. Put yourself high. Have high standards for yourself. Don't let anybody tell you what you're worth, man. You make your worth. As long as you're not putting anybody down and you don't think you're better than anybody else, you deserve whatever worth you are. Whatever people are willing to pay to talk to you, if you provide value, you provide value, man. The world will come up with the value that you're worth. They'll decide, hey, his knowledge is worth it. So look, watch for the 15-minute. We could make a spiral. We could go down. We might come down to a Fibonacci. It was a beautiful pump. 113,650 at resistance. We called out the resistance too. I'm priceless. I love that. That's what my mom used to say. You price, when everyone says how much, because I was saying price. Kids would say, hey, how much do you cost? My mom would say, you tell them you're a priceless. Or you say that they could never afford your price. I came home one day, like, some guys, someone said, how much do you cost? Made fun of me, Ma. And she's like, you just tell them that he could never afford it. I'm a new trader, and I'm learning to be disciplined and not trade based on emotions here with you. Thank you, Sam. God bless you, brother. Get rid of those emotions. They do nothing for you. You trade the moving averages. You trade what you see. Remember, Lifer called the 2021 bottom. Thank you. I appreciate that. Most people don't remember that. A lot of people don't. You know what's crazy is I'm not remembered for some of my most famous calls. Like, because some people do. But because this keeps moving and so many people come in and out, nobody remembers all the insane stuff I've done. Some days I forget. I'll do a couple losses in a week and I'll forget I'm the lifer, man. I have to sit there and be like, Sam, you called some of the most amazing calls in the history of trading, man. Called the S&P low in October 2021, right? If you're not rich or poor, you're middle class. Amen. I'm a new trader. I'm learning to be disciplined. I remember, shout out to Sunny Little Tree. God bless you, man. And this channel should go down in history, man. Wow, it's actually looking interesting. Look at this. It's looking pretty weird here on the 7-minute, I'll tell you that. It's almost like, is it back inside a pattern that could break out? Did it fake out? Fake out, break back inside, and could it go again? The thing is, if we rip like this, it will create a CME gap. And that's not, But this thing, I don't know, man. The 5-minute looks somewhat interesting right now. Things are looking crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some sick pump. You are the lifer, brother. Yeah, we just make middle class at PA. I was doing better years ago. God bless you, Jennifer. We love you. Watching all the way from South Africa. Wish I had $1 money to learn your courses. Don't worry, you will. If you desire it, God will provide for you. There's abundance in this world, so it like tomorrow, some job will come out of nowhere. Dude, I would start mowing. I would literally rent a lawnmower and start mowing the lawn. Like, there's 1,000 things you could do right now. 1,000 things you could do. What's up, sweetie pie? You're calling me out of the. I'm having so much fun though. I'm doing what I love to do with my life. What, baby? I'm having more fun with you. Don't make me say what I want. Middle class back, then it's lower middle. Hey, funny. Bitcoin to 115,000 to 118. Yeah. So right now the 15-minute says we have to slow down back to the 21. The 5-minute is tantalizing, but we got to be careful. And the 1 hour is just too far away from the 21-day moving average. So I would just take profits and wait today. And again, you may miss a short squeeze up to 118,000. It could happen. But for the most part right now, it looks like the 1 hour is going to tweezer top here. You know what I mean? I don't know. Actually, didn't even make a tweezer, though. Interesting. Went up. Let's see what happens here. I'd watch the 5-minute, man. The 5 minutes doing some funny stuff right here. It's almost like an ascending triangle that had a fake out breakout. There could be something, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not, I don't know. Bitcoin could do anything. Bitcoin could pump to 120 in 2 seconds. Bitcoin could dump down to 110. Anything could happen right now. I want you to understand that. We are at the whims of the whales. All right. We're stalling out until tonight. That's what's likely going to happen. The fact that we got a pump on a Sunday morning. Like, I woke up Sunday morning to gains. But I could see it. I could feel it. I could smell it. Something about my subconscious mind, it just doesn't seem to let a pump go by. I'm obsessive compulsive. I'm out there on the golf course. All I can think about is how's that trade going, I say I got it off my mind, but whenever you're in a trade, it's always on your mind, especially for me, because when I win the trade, it's good for business, right? It's good for everything. I get to show up on the live. I get to profess how amazing the system works, right? And I like that. Like, that's awesome for me. So in the back of my mind, I don't care how big the trade is. It could be this tiny trade here for a bean. If this wins, my system works, man, and people like it. You see what I mean? So to me, it's not even about the money. It's about the gain. Because once I show you that you could have made 134%, it doesn't matter that I put 21 bucks in. It matters that anyone could have put anything in there. And anything could have played out. And again, it's my strategies. You're touching the 21 above the 200. You just got to trust it. I've back tested it for years. Here it is again, the 21 on the 200. And it's like clockwork, baby. Inverted chart looks so good. Ooh, that is, pump is possible, though. The pump is possible. There's a chance here that this is going to rip to the upside. You could there's a chance, but it's high risk at this point. You are chasing. See, if I were to make the trade, I'd say, okay, I made $2,000. I'll risk 300 for the next low, the next high, right? But I ain't risking more than 3. So if I looked at the trade, I'd say, okay, I could put a stop right there and go 300 for 1,200 bucks, right? And if I make an extra 1,000, so be it. If I get stopped out, I'm up 1,700 on the day. But I wouldn't chase this. This is something, but again, this is a possibility of a bump here. There really is a chance this thing could do some damage. Amazing. Anyway, I'm currently long SWE. I live in a community in California that was gated, and everyone had golf carts. That was the mode of transportation for all events. Yeah. It's been pumping since yesterday morning. The leg is a beat ready to strike. Yeah. And we got 118,000 up there waiting. They moved up to 117.7, these people. They're funny, man. They think a $300 move is going to keep them from getting liquidated. We coming for them. You ever traded bonk? Yes, many times. I own bonk. Yeah. I also started with a small account. I learned to look at percentage gains, not the price. That's what I'm teaching people with this account. We want to take $90 to $1,000. We can take 90 to 1,000. I mean, we could do anything, right? That's extreme discipline. It's very hard to use it to move a small account. We're going to do it. We hit the 62 profit there. It's going to be a big deal for this account. Take it to 200 from 90. I mean, and I don't think I've ever traded this small of an account. I did one. I usually had 500 to 1,000 bucks in the account. I don't think I've ever traded $90. But the other day someone said he took 60 cents to 36 bucks, and he got me hyped. He got me thinking, man, I want to show people that are new to the group, that don't have tons of money, how to start small and begin to grow. If it takes you 6 months to turn 90 to 1,000, so what? If it takes you another 6 months to turn 1,000 to 10,000, so what? Now it's been a year. Now you're up 10 grand. Now you actually have a skill. The key is to develop a skill here. That is the key. Not to chase. It's to develop a skill. Any thoughts on XRP? Seem to be stalling now despite the news of the pump. I want to pump, but imagine that dump. 108, 110. Rec alts one last time before a bullish week. I'm at 1,300 from $100. I love hearing this stuff. This is the type of group I want to be around. These are the type of people I want to spend my Sunday morning with. People that want to grind. People that want to learn. Like yesterday morning, I spent my day with 20 people in the class that wanted to learn. What a beautiful time that was for me. I sat and taught with 20 people that wanted to learn. Where else would you want to be in life? Seriously, grinders learn. People were putting their Saturday on the sidelines so they could learn more. Unbelievable. I took 20 into 1,000 in one day. God bless. That's insane. Wow, we got a $100 super chat coming in here from Tuesdays Gone. Happy Sunday, Sam. Thanks for what you do. Have a blessed day. I can't believe people just throw $100 my way, man. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. God bless you, bro. I got to trade bonk from 1.1 now. 2,000 buck profit. I'm thinking I did get the bottom, or is it going lower before a bull cycles? Sounds like you want to hang on forever and not pay the trader. Hey, do whatever makes you happy. Up 220% on the long. Shout out to God is love. Man. And there we are, making gains as a family. Yet again, put a 333 if you made gains with the lifer. If you figured out through the education how to get the sauce. If you started getting paid with the lifer, let me know. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm so thankful to be here with you all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the use of your minutes, man. You guys are giving me minutes, which is giving viewership, which is creating the channel. Don't you understand? You created the channel. I got 15 million views. We hit that milestone this weekend. 15 million views, 3.7 million watch hours on the channel. People have watched 3.7 million hours of my silly face. Of this educational channel. And, unbelievable, really. Could we get all the way to 116,005 out this pump? I feel like you're chasing here, but it's a possibility. It really is. It really is. There's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. I may actually even get sucked into trading this on a Sunday. Happy Sunday, Lifer. Could you look at stock ASST? I'd like your opinion. Thoughts on Nosana? I still own Nosana. Made that 200 today. Had to share $2 with you. Thank you. God bless you, man. Come back to you tenfold when you give like that. Every time you give a portion of your wins away, God will provide more wins because he wants you to give more away to his people, right? If every time you win, you give something to others, don't you think God's going to want you to win? Think about it logically. If there is a God, which I know there is for a fact in my life, in heart and soul, if there is a God, which there is, so that we can take care of that right now. So there is a God. That means God would love it if you held his people. So if you held more, if you always are willing to give, if you're willing to share, if you're willing to say, hey, I got a lot, I'd like to give it away, even to strangers, because I don't even have to know them. I just want to help them. You help me read the charts and identify better entries, even if just for spot right now. I'll be joining the group soon. Hey, God bless you, man. We have a Black Friday sale. Jump on in there. 117 probably pullback. And the dedication every single day, man. Sunday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and back around, man. Or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. ETH, please. Thank you, Kurt. Great class, by the way. Kurt, thank you for being there. You think Bitcoin is pumping because of the Chinese-U.S. positive trade talks and sounds? Bitcoin's pumping because we were above the 200 moving average. And the one was touching, man. Let's start talking about the charts and start trying to read what's happening. You could look at the socioeconomic, influences on Bitcoin. And, of course, there's going to be geopolitical and all sorts of stuff going on. But at the end of the day, the charts will give you the sauce. You'll see it somehow. Thank you for giving memberships away. DJ Armin Van Buren, you didn't have to do that. God bless you, man. We love you for doing that. Look at all the people that just became members. And we will do another one of those member-only streams not too long from now. That got people going. We appreciate that. So we're looking for Bitcoin to stay inside the flag. I'm out the trade. Either you take a shot on the smaller time frames or you kind of chill out and you say that the 1 hour is likely coming back to the 21. You have two choices today. You could get wrecked chasing the smaller time frames or get paid. Or you could wait for the less risky trade is just to wait for the 21 to touch again. We may miss a pump, but it's going to come back to, we know for a fact that Bitcoin will come back to the 21 on the 1 hour. No matter how big this next pump is, we know. So there's a chance this 3 minute, 5 minute, 7 minute can pump for you. There's a chance. But just know that, look, there's a bearish div cooking right there. But again, there's something brewing here, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does somewhat of a pump here. I'm just, I can see it. So your thing is, do you have, if you go, so here's where emotions come into play. Do we just go all in and say whatevs? I mean, look at that. That could be another rising wedge. That could just boom. It's looking like we might go bullish here. I was thinking of calming it down, but man, this looks interesting. 115.5 would be the target. You are chasing. If you get stopped out here, you have to understand the risk is high. My mind's telling me, This is part of my trade. I'm always like, it's like hard not to get sucked in here. You got to just. $113,206. This would be the trade, you see. We'll full port it. 3,000 for 11,000. I'll come back up or down. Nice. This is something like I told you, 283. I just go 283 for 9. If I lose the 283, who cares? I'm already up $2,000, right? I'm going to risk 10%. And I still, to my mind says it's still a high risk trade. You're on Sundays. It's, you know what I mean? Exactly. Volume is way down. Yeah, doing great, brother. Thank you. Hope all is well. Will I be seeing you in Vegas next year? I think so, but it looks like they put Token 2049 the same as Vegas. It looks like I'm going to have to pick which event to go to. And Token 2049, I mean, is beautiful. And I go around the world. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And hopefully I'm alive at that time, right? Dear Lord, and keeps me solvent. But I don't know. There's no knowing. I'm going to take a shot of this trade. I shouldn't. It's high risk, high reward. I probably just, but I'm going to take a shot because there's just something strange brewing here for Bitcoin. And so I'm willing to, I might just even pump one more time and then collapse. I might just take a couple $100 off the table, or I might just lose. It's okay. I've already assessed the risk. I can handle exactly what happens. So we're all right, no matter what. Amen, right? Token bot is going insane the last 3 days. I don't think we'll see major sell-off after this semi, possibly back to 111K, but your stop should be solid. Well, that stop's 113, so I'm long, baby. Yeah, I took profits on my long, left 3/4 of my position. I like hearing that. Yeah. You people are amazing. Anyway, I got to jump on out of here. It's about to be 10:15. We did an hour-long show here. I think we started about 9:15. I didn't even think I'd go an hour, but I just love being here. I love live streaming with you all. I love the community. I love what we've created. I love my business. I love my life. I don't want to leave it. I love being here. Have a good time trading with you all. I have a good time teaching. I have a good time watching the gains pile up. It's a blessed life, man. Everybody, I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. Watch my elite traders. Watch me. We got a lot coming at you inside the trading group. If you're thinking of joining the trading group, I don't know what you're waiting on. I don't stop. It's every single day. Keep pushing. Never give up on yourself. We never gave up on us or you. And we're here every single day. So you've got this. You can. You will. You are the best. Focus, focus, focus. Don't let negative people in your life. Don't listen to negative influences. Know that you can. You will. You are the best. And you've got this. Nobody should be telling you who you should become. You've got this. You can. You will. You are the best. I love you. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here every single day, baby. I'll be back tonight for Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. Hopefully we'll show you another gain. We add another G to the stack today. Thank you for the dedication, bro. I'm new to crypto and you've helped me learn a lot. God bless you, man. This fool make money from you guys. Don't donate or use his service. What a weirdo. Yeah, I make money. People pay for my courses because I give them. Look, you see the guy that said he made money off the stream? Why are you strange, bro? Come to the live stream and make some money. I'll call you out for being a weirdo. God bless you, man. I don't even know why I focus on you. Look at this. What a weirdo. Babe, will you look at this guy? He says this fool makes money from you guys. Don't donate or use his SHIT courses. And he keeps putting it out there. You want to say something? You won't say something, huh? You won't even come on camera and say anything. You won't say a word. He's a sad person, man. Nah, actually, delete him from the channel. I never want to see this person again for the rest of my life. Sam, like, we're too far for the 200 or the 15. I agree with you on that, too, as well. But honestly, I don't know, man. This thing is starting to rip. We're already up $45. Up 3%. I'm the king of 3%. No one makes 3% more than me. Yeah. Bro, Sammy lose... I don't even know what these people are saying anymore, man. Yeah, exactly. Sad person, maybe is short. It got wrecked. Yeah, he's not worth the breath, but God bless him. Amen, man. Every human being needs help, man. Even the lost ones, bro. Even the lost ones. They're the people that need it the most. That's the sad, right? Well, anyway, I'm going to jump on out of here. The trade's up 28. We'll see what happens. We took profit earlier, and we'll go from there. I love you all. I will see you tonight for Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. God bless everybody that made this channel amazing. 102,000 subscribers and counting. 15 million views. We hit an amazing accomplishment this weekend. And I got my Bitcoin tie on, as you can see. Bitcoin, baby. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay blessed, stay amazing. The secret to success is getting started. What are you going to start today that's going to change your life?